So in this video, we are learning about the Power BI licenses. Means what are the different kinds of the licenses and what are the features with these all licenses. Okay. Now let's move to the screen. Yeah. So here we are on the official Microsoft website where we are seeing the each category of an licenses for this Microsoft is offers to the users. Okay. Now, yeah. So basically, there are the mainly four category of an Power BI license that's a Microsoft offers to the end users. Yeah. So the first one is pre-account as you shown in the screen, and the Power BI Pro license, Power BI Premium per user license, and Power BI Embed license. Okay. So the mainly in this video we are talking about these three licenses: first pre-account, Power BI Pro, and Power BI Premium per user license. And in the upcoming videos, we are deep dives into the Power BI Embed license. Okay. And in this video, we are just seeing the basics of the Power BI Embed license. Okay. Yeah. Now let's the first category to the Power BI free license. So in this Power BI free license, okay, if the user have the 365 use, okay, and your organization is allowed to the user to get the free license, okay, in by using the free license, user just create the basic dashboards into the Power BI desktop and after to publish into the My Workspace, okay, user is publishing the dashboards into the Power BI services. But if user want to share the dashboard to the end user, means to the other users, this feature is not allowed into the this free account. Means that user just create the dashboards and publish to the Power BI services into the My Workspace only. Okay. Now let's move to the second category, Power BI Pro license. So Power BI Pro license, the cost is $10 per user per month, as you seen in this clip. Okay. So now let's see the features of an Power BI Pro license. So the first feature is you are create the report within a Power BI desktop as the offer into the Power BI free account. Okay. And you are the publishing report and to share and collaborate. Okay. There is a second feature that is not into the free account. Okay. Means if you are create the report into the desktop, Power BI desktop, and you are the publishing or the share the report from the with the help of the Power BI services with the other users. Okay. Now, and these advanced AI, advanced data flows, advanced data marts, and XML, and these all are features not available into the Power BI Pro license. Now, the next model memory size limit. So here the model memory size limit is 1 GB into the Pro license, and you are the refresh 8 uh, 8 refreshes per day, and the maximum storage size of an per user per license is 10 GB. Okay. So the memory size. Okay. Let's see the what is the memory size. Means the model memory size. Okay. So I have the open one Power BI file in the desktop. Okay. And we are just using the Dex guide or the Dex Studio, not the Dex guide. It's just loading. Yeah. Just connect with a Power BI. Okay. You just need to go into the advanced and view metrics. Okay. In the summary, here you are seeing that 262.47 MB means that when you are publishing report into the Power BI services, that size is limits to the 1 GB only. Okay. Now, if the more than the 1 GB, then you cannot be published the your dashboard into the Power BI services if you are the Power BI Pro license user. Okay. Refresh rate of a Power BI data sets is an 8 refresh per day. Means you are refreshing your semantic models Let me see. Here you are saying that this is a semantic model. Okay. And you are refreshing these semantic models 8 times per day if you are a Power BI Pro user. Okay. And yeah, it's a data security and encryption feature that is given by the Microsoft. It's a good. Now, then the third category is an Power BI Premium per user license. As you see in the screen, that $20 per user per month. Now, the what's the features? It's come with an Power BI Premium per user compared with an Power BI Pro. Okay, so let's move. Yeah, the first feature is you are just creating reports and in the Power BI desktop, you are the publishing reports into the Power BI services and collaborate with others. Now, the advanced AI features means the advanced AI features means that if you are a Power BI user, then you are using the smart narrative visual, then Q&A visual and auto ML and cognitive services that using if you are a Power BI premium per user license. Okay. Then advanced data flow. We are seeing these features into the Power BI services. Okay. So the advanced data flow features, then data mart feature, and XML endpoint feature. And now here the okay. Now let first we see the all the features first. Okay. So the first one is a data flow. Let me see if the user have the Power BI Pro license, then user can create the Power BI, means the user is create the advanced data flows and data marts into the Power BI services. Okay, let's move to the Power BI service screen. Okay, so here I have the two workspace. Now the first one is in a demo workspace, and the second one is in a learning workspace. Okay, and in the learning workspace, you see that is in a premium. When you are creating the premium workspace, when you have the Power BI premium per user license, okay, then you are creating the premium workspace. But I have the right now is an a trial version, and it's an a not a premium workspace, but it's an a normal workspace. So let's we try to create the data mart first. We are creating the data mart without the premium workspace. Means if you are not the premium workspace, then it's assumed that you are using the pro license. In such cases, we are showing I am showing the just example of an data marts and data flow you are creating or not. Okay. Yes. So store the data. Yeah. So I think here is not the feature of an data marts. You cannot create if you are not the premium workspace. Means you are not the you are not the licensed with an Power BI premium per user license. Okay. Now let's create a new item and let's move to the store data. Yes. Let's create the data march. Okay. Just create it. Yes. You are creating the data march as I saw. Okay. Now, and here, if you are not the premium per user license, then you cannot be create the Power BI. Sorry, it's an data mart. Okay. Now, let's move to the next feature is an data flow. Okay. So let's search data flow. Yes. Here is a data flow Gen 1 and Gen 2. You can consider any one of them. Okay. Okay. Yes, create the data flow Gen 1. Okay. Here is in that to create the data flow Gen 2, your workspace demo needs to be upgraded to the free fabric trial capacity because I am right now using the free trial capacity. So that's reason. If you are working in the organization, then you need to be upgraded into the Power BI premium per user license. Okay. So that's the pop-up is comes up when you are using the Power BI Pro license and you need to be you need to try to create a data flow. Okay. Now let's move to the premium workspace. Okay. Yeah. And we are just trying to create data flow. We try to create Gen 1. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a easily we are creating and just need to be added the data, means import the data. Okay. Just basic difference between the data flow and data mart is that the data flow is the data set for the particularly business function or the particularly department, means that store the particular department wise the data only. Okay. And basically the data flow is in a cloud based ETL, means extract, transform, and you can load into your destination. That is the working of an data flow. Okay. Now let's move to the next features of an Power BI Premium per user license. Now next one is an XMLA endpoints for the read and write. Okay. Now let's again we are moving to the our Power BI service workspace. Okay. Just go into the workspace setting, go into the license info, and here is the link for the XML endpoint. Okay. Now we go into the our without premium workspace. Mhm. Okay. Now here you cannot see. Yeah. Here you cannot see the XML endpoint link. Basically, the XML endpoint is a consider to connect with an MS SQL server database or any other database for the read the your semantic model, means all the semantic models into the workspace. Okay. Now here is the model size limit is an 100 GB as we are seeing here. Okay, it's an 262.47 MB. You are published the report of the size limit of 100 GB and refresh rate for the Power BI dataset is enough 48 times per day. Means you are the scheduling your semantic model refresh 48 times a day. Means you are refreshing your semantic model every 30 minutes in a day. Here is 100 TB of the storage of an Power BI service. Okay. Let's I see the storage capacity. For the storage, you can just click on the setting and manage storage, and here you see that the 10 GB for them are free trial version. Okay. And now the next feature is 100 TB in the Power BI Premium per user license. And there are some extra features that's come within a Power BI Premium per user. Means you are creating the paginated reports in the Power BI, and you are also create the deployment pipeline. Yeah, here you see that. Okay. So here you create the deployment pipeline if you have the Power BI Premium per user license, and you can also create if you have the trial version of an Fabric capacity. And now the our third category is Power BI. Sorry, it's in our fourth category on the third one. Now the fourth one is a Power BI embedded. Okay, there are the different kinds of the SKUs that use into the Power BI embedded license. Okay, now basically the Power BI ASKU, EMSKU, and PSKU. Yeah, you just go into the Google and yeah, here you can see that the EM1, EM2, and EM3 SKUs, P1, P2, and P3 SKU, P4, P5, 6. Okay, these are the premium capacity. P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5, it's a premium capacity. EM, EM2, and EM3, it's an embedded capacity. And the Microsoft recently in the 2025 4 in the mid March is come up with a news. Premium capacity is retiring, and now all the licenses are moved into the SKU is an a fabric SKU. Means the Power BI premium capacity users are also using the fabric workloads. Yeah. And we are deep diving into these all SKUs, EM1 and PSKUs, and as well as the FSKU. What are the features and what is the use case of these EM1 and EM capacities and P capacity? Okay. Now that's it for today. Thank you guys.